And we're back talking about Canada's housing shortage, in particular, if tiny homes can be part of the solution. Dave, before the break, we talked a little bit there about your Homes for Heroes program, but we didn't get into it too much. Could you tell us a little bit about the program, how it works, and just sort of where it's operating in Canada?
Yeah, no problem. Look, again, as I said, we went and met with 200 plus veterans and decided and met with them and created the program. So, what it is we're building tiny home villages of 20 plus tiny homes with an on site resource center. And so, veterans come into it is a program. So, we have social workers that work with our clients. So, they come into the program, a needs analysis is done, an understanding of the issues that got them to the street. Our social workers then work with them to on those issues. They help them financially. They help them reintegrate. And the whole idea is it's transitional. So it's to get them back on their feet, back into the workforce if they're able, and then move out to make room for the next vet. The village concept comes from very much with the all inward facing barracks concept, but the tiny home, obviously, it fits very well with when you're dealing with homeless individuals.
And when did these homes open up and become available for veterans?
So Calgary is our first village. It's our smallest. We have 15 homes with the resource center. That was 3 years ago. We opened Edmonton 2 years ago. We are opening Kingston in the end of the year. January probably will accept clients, and we are breaking ground in Winnipeg now. So, look, the goal is to build 10 across the country and to end the issue of veteran homelessness and really the stigma about tiny homes and really not in my backyard narrative's got to stop.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's really exciting what you're doing there. How has it been for the veterans that are living in these communities? I imagine there's a benefit to them if they're living side by side with maybe people who have gone through some of the same challenges and problems that they have. Is that part of the benefit, is that they have that community support kind of built right into where they're living?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole goal is that we're dealing with individuals, proud individuals. So they're not using shelters, they're not using food banks. And so when we met with vets one on one, it was the idea that they wanted to come into a community of peers. There is a certain trust that is there. There's people that have shared experiences. So it's a great benefit, the community itself, and to be able to work together towards that common goal of graduating. And we've had 83 successful graduations through this in a very short period of time. That means people have come in, they've worked on the issues at hand, they've moved out into more permanent housing, and they are financially secure. And so now they're taxpayers. Unfortunately, that's what we have to sell to governments to work with us to get these programs lifted in the different communities.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's exciting what's happening. Just in terms of on an individual level, they come into your program, maybe they're selected to live in a particular house. Do they have to pay any money towards that home, or is it there for them complimentary so it can help get them the care that they need so that you can, like you said, they can kind of go through the program and graduate, or how does that work?
Yeah, there is a small rent that's paid. There is we need a commitment from our clients that they're coming into a program and they understand that there's a commitment on
Mm-hmm.
both ends. We're committed to help them on the recovery. They're committed to that process as well. If there wasn't a rent charged, then we fear that we wouldn't have that same commitment. So it isn't a large rent, but I mean, they're coming into a house that is fully stocked, has a bedroom, kitchen, living room. We have great partners in the brick, carpet one flooring. So our houses are, I would suggest, a bit higher end, just in the fact that it takes a lot of people coming in and out of them. So we have to take care of them. And having the commitment by our clients to work the program is so important to the success of the program.
Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me of the Habitat for Humanity model a little bit, in that it's not a handout, it's a hand up. Is that kind of the thinking that was behind it when you were developing the program?
Yeah, again, it was developed by the vets by meeting with them, but the habitat model is great. The fact for us, we like the controlled build of within a factory setting. Once our lands, we can get on the land, we can turn that land, have the homes on site, and open in 4 months. It's quick. So the process, to which we'll get to, is usually the longest of anything to do with the whole build for our villages. It's not the housing.
Perfect. And we're going to be back talking more about tiny homes in just a moment.